All right, so for today's lesson, we're going to look at writing linear equations, which is SOL 8.6. More specifically, we're going to take a look at SOL 8.6b, which is write the linear equation of a line given the graph of the line, 2 points on the line, or the slope and point on the line. So after this lesson, the I can statements, I can write an equation of a line when given the graph of a line. I can write the equation of a line when given 2 points on the line. I can write the equation of a line when given a slope and a point on the line. All right, so before we get into it, there are going to be 4 ways that we're going to look at writing equations. So when given a graph, when given a slope and a y-intercept, when given a slope and a point, and when given 2 points. All right, so let's take a look at some key vocabulary. All right, so let's first define what linear equation is. All right, so when we take a look at a linear equation is simply an equation between 2 variables that gives a straight line when plotted on a coordinate plane, or we can say or graphed on a coordinate plane. All right. Slope M describes the steepness of the line. So we learned that in our previous lesson. So it is the steepness of a line. And remember, there are 4 types of slopes. So you have positive, negative, 0, and undefined. From our previous lesson, the y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis. So where the graph crosses the y-axis, or intercepts, that's another vocab word, intercept. The y-axis, and we denote that as B, just like slope we denote as M. And then slope-intercept form is where you're putting your slope and your intercept together. So you have y equals mx plus b, where m is equal to your slope, b is equal to your y-intercept, and then we see here we have x and y. So remember, x and y are just points. So that's your input and your output, but we'll get into that a little bit later down the line. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so when given a graph, if you want to write the equation given the graph, so remember all of our equations are going to be in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So the first thing you want to do, what I like to do first, is identify my y-intercept, because I can easily see where it crosses my y-axis. It crosses my y-axis at -1. Then from there, use that information to find my slope. So I'm going to use this point here because remember, it has to perfectly cross in the corner of a box. So I'm going to rise 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know so far my rise is 4. Then my run is going to be 3. Remember, I want to keep it in fraction form, so I get the equation y equals 4 over 3x minus 1. And that is simply it. Identify your y-intercept, identify your slope, and then put it into the equation. All right. The next one is when given the slope and the y-intercept. So it tells you there's a y-intercept of 7 and a slope of -2. So again, we're using y equals mx plus b. Y is equal to my m, which is my slope, is -2. My b, which is my y-intercept, which is 7. So I get -2x plus 7. Not too much work here in these first 2 examples. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the next example. So in a situation when given a slope and a point, we use what's called point slope formula. Which is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. All right, so this formula here is another formula that you will have to remember that will not be given to you on the SOL. So here, we're given our slope of -2, and we have a point 6, -3. So that's x, y. All right, so we're simply just going to replace in y1 and x1 with the points that are given to us. So we're going to have y minus a -3, so be careful there because your 3 is negative, is equal to -2 is our m times x minus 6. All right, so all I did was replace my x1 and my y1 with the point that was given to me. So here I'm simply going to simplify. So a negative times a negative is a positive, so I have y plus 3 is equal to, and I'm going to go ahead and distribute my -2. So I have -2x plus 12. I'm going to solve for y because remember, ultimately I want it in the form y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. And I have y is equal to -2x plus 9. All right, so our equation is y equals -2x plus 9. All right, so when we get into graphing, again, this writing equations will make more sense because you can see your slope and your y-intercept based on the graph. All right, and the last one that we're going to look at is when you're given 2 points. All right, so here we're not given our slope, nor are we given the y-intercept. So here first we have to find our slope. Just remember the slope formula, again, is not given to you. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Remember to always label your points. So I have x1, y1, x2, y2. All right, so I have -4 minus 6 over 3 minus 1. -4 minus 6 gives me a -10. 3 minus 1 gives me 2. That gives me a slope of -5. All right. Now that we're given our slope, we have 2 points. We can now pick a point. It doesn't matter whether you use the point 1, 6 or whether you use the point 3, -4. Either one, it does not matter. All right, so I'm just going to pick the first point, which is 1, 6. So again, we have our slope. So we found out our slope is -5. So now we're going to use our point slope formula, which is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. All right, so since we're using the point 1, 6, of course, you could also use the point 3, -4. Again, these points are on the same line. So you have y minus 6 is equal to your slope of -5 times x minus 1. All right, so remember your y1 and your x1 are your points, the point that you pick. All right, so now we're just going to simply distribute. So we're going to simplify the right-hand side. So we have -5x plus 5. We're going to add 6 to both sides. And we get the equation y is equal to -5x plus 11. So the equation that goes through both of those points is y equals -5x plus 11. All right, so now I want you to pause the video and I want you to try this on your own. So you're given 2 points and I want you to figure out the equation. So remember, you have to first find your slope, then use your slope in one of your points to determine your equation using point slope formula. Alrighty, so let's take a look at it. So the first thing we have to do is find our slope. So we have m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So again, it doesn't matter which way you label them, so I'll just do it the opposite way. So I'll label my first point x2, y2, and my second point x1, y1. I normally do the opposite, but any way you label it, it's fine as long as you have the corresponding x and y values over top of each other. All right, so in this case, my y2 is going to be 0, my y1 is 5, my x2 is -1, my x1 is 2. All right, so 0 minus 5 gives me -5. -1 minus 2 gives me -3, which gives me a positive 5 over 3. We also could have done it the opposite way. So now we know that my m is 5 over 3. All right, so again, it doesn't matter which point you use. So we have y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. All right, I'm going to choose the second point of 2, 5. So I have y minus 5 is equal to my slope of 5 over 3 times x minus 2. All right, going to go ahead and distribute. So I have y minus 5 is equal to 5 over 3x. All right, remember when we multiply fractions, we have 5 over 3 times -2, which we can put that over 1. That gives us a -10 over 3. All right, then we're going to add 5 to both sides. I would highly recommend keeping it in fraction form, but decimal form may be a little bit easier to graph in terms of the y-intercept. But definitely for your slope, make sure you keep that in fraction form for your rise over run. All right, so our y-intercept is going to stay the same as 5 over 3x. Now we have to do a little bit of math over here. So we have -10 over 3 plus 5. In order to add them together, they have to have common denominators. So we're going to multiply this fraction of 5 over 1 times 3. So we have 15 over 3, which gives us 5 over 3. So our equation is y equals 5 over 3x plus 5 over 3. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, now I want you to pause the video and try this one on your own as well. All right, so now you're given a point and you're given the slope. So we don't have to use the slope formula to find the slope because we're given the slope, but we definitely have to use our point slope formula, which I'll write that again, which is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. All right, so let's take a look at the example together. All right, so we're given our slope of -1/2, and we're given the point of 6, 2. So remember, our points are always in the form x, y. So we have y minus 2 is equal to -1/2 times x minus 6. We're going to simplify by distributing, so we get -1/2 x. -1/2 times a -6 gives me a +3. Going to add 2 to both sides. And I get y is equal to -1/2 x plus 5. All right. Let's take a look at the other example, or the next example. All right. Now we have a graph. All right. So remember, with the graph, we have to first identify our y-intercept, which is going to be our b, and then identify our slope and put it in the form y equals mx plus b. So now I want you to pause the video and try this on your own. All right, so let's take a look here. So we can definitely see it crosses the y-axis at 0. So it is possible to have a y-intercept of 0 because that is where it intercepts the y-axis. All right, now we're going to look for where it perfectly crosses in the corner. So you can see it perfectly crosses there. We can see it perfectly crosses there, perfectly crosses there. So any of these points we can use, and we can see that we rise 2 and we run to the left, -1. Or you can do the opposite. We go down 2, which is going to be negative, and to the right 1. All right, so remember, it's always your rise over your run. So you get the slope of -2/1, which just reduces to -2. So writing our equation, we have y equals -2x plus 0. But I want you to know that when you see this on assessments, they will just have -2x. So anytime you don't see a y-intercept, your y-intercept is 0, because we can see here that -2x plus 0 just gives you a -2x. All right. And the last example. All right. So here, you're not having to look for the slope. You're not having to use point slope formula. They simply give you your y-intercept and they give you your slope. So again, I want you to pause the video and I want you to write the equation. All right. So again, we want it in slope-intercept form. So that is y equals mx plus b. So we have that our b, or our y-intercept, is 16 and our slope is 7/8. So y equals 7/8 x plus 16. All right, so what's next? I want you to complete the writing equations boom cards activity, where you'll be writing equations given slope and y-intercept, given slope and a point, given a graph, and given 2 points. Once you are done with the boom cards, then you are going to complete the exit ticket. But before you leave this video, I want you to summarize what you've learned from this lesson.